I'm not expecting to see an 800-pound bull jump a fence. It just, I don't know. Good afternoon, folks. This is Mike with Bella's Whisper Farmstead, and I am here to give you a little bit of an update on the tiny house. As you can see behind me, the wood has been delivered. So I'm hopefully getting ready to get started on doing the interior framing tomorrow, if the weather treats me right. It's supposed to be 17 degrees in the morning, so I'm gonna try to put some heaters in there, see if I can't heat that space up. And if I can, then get in there. If not, then I'll have to wait, because it is cold. Like right now, it is windy. It's 34 degrees outside, and it is, man, it is deadgum cold. So anyway, so on the update on the tiny house, we were having a little bit of an issue with water getting in around the front door. And I also had to build a bridge to get into the front door, because it sits up or sits sort of on a hill, and the higher portion is off the front. So I built a bridge as well as an awning, and I'm going to show you that now. And this is what I ended up going with in order to be able to get into the front door of the tiny house itself, as well as stop the water from coming in around the front door. So I decided to put an awning over the top in order to shed the water away, and it's actually done a really good job. I built that last weekend, and we've actually got a really good amount of rain, and that seemed to, so far, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, seems to have eliminated my problem with water getting inside the front door. So I'll show you exactly what I did. Pretty simple, nothing too complicated, but I just took some of the I got some 2x10s and put 2x10s underneath, and I've actually got, if I can see it, there's actually 3 of them, and I tied those in with joist hangers, as well as there's a rib right here. So I had to take right here at this rib and figure out how I was going to get it just underneath it. So I took a 2x10 and sort of cut it up and ripped it, and put a small one here and a bit bigger one down here. That way I could get in, tie it into the building the way it needed to be tied in. And then went down here and just set it up on bricks to get it up off the ground. That way it's not sitting directly on the ground, and it has a little bit of separation, less opportunity to rot, and it's all pressure treated wood. Then for the awning, I tied the awning into the actual 2x10s itself, and came up, and you can see what I did. Like I said, it's pretty simple for the most part. And then across the very top, I actually ran a thick bead of black caulk just to keep any water from running back behind the rib and down, and that eliminated my issue. The other issue I ran into with the door is when the installers installed it, they installed it with like an L trim, and that also helped the water to go back inside where we didn't want it. So I went and got some J trim and put J trim all the way around the door in order to shed the water away as well. So between the awning, the J trim, it has seemed to eliminated the problem of the water coming back in. This is what I've been doing basically over the course of the past, we'll say 2 weeks or so. Well, I say this, the awning, the bridge, and then I also had to cut down a bunch of trees. I got the trees for the most part cutting down right before we started getting a lot of the really bad weather and the winds. I just felt a little bit more comfortable having those down, and that way we wouldn't take any chances of them swaying and having branches fall and hit it, or even a tree itself fall and hit it. So I took those down, and we just got to get those cleaned up now. But I guess I'm probably going to wait until it gets a little bit warmer. So another issue that we've been having is our bull ribeye. As you can see, he has gotten over on this side of the pasture, and we are not sure how in the world he has gotten over here. As you can see, I've got the perimeter fence, which is pretty tall. But then I got a fence in the middle that is, it's not quite as tall, but it's still pretty tall. And I see zero signs of where he has pushed it over, hit it, anything. So I have no idea how in the world he got over here. I mean, it's almost like he jumped a fence. But he's an 800-pound bull. So an 800-pound bull, I'm not expecting to see an 800-pound bull jump a fence. It just, I don't know. I've never experienced that before. Now, not that I have a ton of experience, but it just, that's mind-blowing. So we're gonna set my camera up and we're gonna see if we can catch his butt doing something, getting over the fence or plowing through the fence, or I don't know. We're gonna catch him and figure out how he's doing it. Hey, buddy. We're gonna catch your butt. We're gonna figure out exactly how in the world you were getting over this dadgum fence. Lord have mercy. So as you can see, I've got him over on the other side finally. So he's on the other side. So I'm gonna leave this camera on for a little bit and we're gonna see exactly what he does. Because I'm really at a loss. I don't know how in the heck he's getting over here. He's gotta be jumping it, but it just doesn't seem logical. He's an 800-pound bull. So I guess we're gonna find out. All right, let's go hide. So I guess we see exactly how he's trying to get over, or how he got over. Of course, this time I guess it wasn't quite so graceful because he got hung up. So now I know where it's coming from. That's crazy. He didn't make his way over this time now.
His ego's hurt.